What is up, y'all? I'm gonna do a video real quick. My brother builds race cars, or in this case, he builds race Trailblazers. He has a Chevy Trailblazer SS. So I'm here at his house. I get out and we're gonna do a quick video of it. He's gonna tour us around and take us for a test drive. This is gonna be interesting. I've never rode in it. Hearing loss may occur. License plate. Why so slow? It's hilarious. There's that ugly guy. Alright, get out, pop the hood, and show us what you done. Golly. It's a nice boat.
So right here you got a stock bottom end LS2 with a 85mm AC compressor, better known as a Turbski some other places, but we'll just go with that. Got a little cam from Chick Performance, some head studs, some supporting mods, 210 injectors. Right now it's on E85, running about 60% with some pump 93.
What's all that mean to a redneck like me?
Flex fuel.
Okay.
Yep, so it's on flex fuel. You can go get it at Sheets, is about the only gas station local, but other than that, it's on wastegate of 10 pounds of boost. It's as slow as it's gonna get right now.
All right, start her up. What are those two buttons up there?
When it's a new build, you always want to be safe, and fuel system upgrades and stuff. If you have a leak, you don't want your vehicle to burn down, so safety first. Okay.
Oh, let's buckle up. What is this guy right here?
So right there is my four-wheel drive shifter. It's got a 4L80 transmission swap with a 261 transfer case. So,
oh man,
she's cold-natured.
We didn't let her warm up.
That's the thing with the 85, a little chilly here. So now it's got a trans brake, meaning in reverse, well, not all trans brakes, but this one from Drake Performance, in reverse, you've got to have a switch that engages it. So that's why to back up, I had to hit this button.
Oh, that's weird.
A little inconvenient, but it's well worth it just to have the trans brake to build boost off of a launch. So.
And we are getting ready to be off. That's a nice Tundra. It's mine. How many engines have you rebuilt and made into race cars?
3 or 4, not too many.
3 or 4.
Just the LS stuff, they're all pretty simple, so.
Hey, bud.
Neighbor's lane, he's got the nicest yard in the entire neighborhood. The guy mows his yard 2 or 3 times a week. He goes out there with scissors, cuts his grass, he massages it, puts weed kill and fertilizer. He cares about his yard. His kids try to play in the yard and it beats him. I'm just kidding, he doesn't. He does take care of his yard. So we're in Mexico currently because they have no speed limits on their roads.
Mexico. On the left.
So we'll just do a little bit right here.
Holy crap.
We're spinning there, so
Spinning at 60 miles an hour.
it's pretty useless under 60 because it just wants to spin. So
Alright. We'll get that speedometer shot a little bit. We're in Mexico, so this is totally legal.
I'm gonna roll into it, that way it doesn't hit as hard.
And we're just gonna roll into it. Oh my
it can go. Right now, here's my boost controller. Right now, you can see 0, so I'm not adding anything to the wastegate. So it's only on 10 pounds of boost. So on the 85, we probably can work up to, I don't know, between 15 to 18, maybe. It might could go higher. It depends on how the vehicle responds and if it likes it or not. That's all based on what the tuner is going to be doing, not me. I don't.
What's this?
That's an air to fuel gauge.
Did you have to install all this yourself?
Yeah, I installed everything. For tuning, especially remote tuning, you got to have an air to fuel gauge because that's how you tune it, because you don't want to be running lean and blowing things up.
Conditions road legal too.
Yeah, street legal. It's got AC, it's got heat, everything.
Have you had it on the drag yet?
Not yet.
When you plan on doing that?
Whenever it opens. I think there's one maybe the 3rd week of April.
3rd week of April. Well, daggone. Pretty neat. We're gonna get turned around here. We're gonna give you one last hoorah. This thing, I wish you guys could experience it in the vehicle. I mean, it literally throws you back and it feels like you're on a roller coaster. I think this might be the fastest, or I guess the most horsepower that I've rode in yet. You had a Camaro.
Yeah, I've had Z01 Camaro, twin turbo, Z06 Corvette, some F bodies that's been turbo. And they've all made good power, but this has been the biggest engine as far as a 6-liter. Most everything else had a 5.3 or a 5.7. So, but technically the Z01 had a 6.2, but it's supercharged from factory. So, man, really loud in here because the exhaust dumps down right in front of the passenger front tire. So it's a little loud.
I ain't even got my boots on.
I thought you had them on, they just fell off when we accelerated.
What's the point in having a vehicle like this, though? Are you always going to drive it just like this?
The point's just having it when you want to.
You can't hide money, boys.
It's a cheap deal. It's
Cheap. How much is cheap?
Well, I mean, the Trailblazer was like $14,000 to buy it. So, I mean,
that's cheap. 14 grand.
Well, it is for a vehicle nowadays.
I don't know about all that. Let's see here. We'll try right here, I guess. All right. We are gonna slam it here, and then I'm gonna jump off here because I am 8 minutes deep.
A few moments later.
He's swapping it in 4-wheel drive right now, so he won't spin out. There we go. Oh my gosh. You just made me have the triple chin effect.
I'll do one more launch off the trans brake. That was foot braking it, so the trans brake hits harder than that.
Okay, so he foot brake it. He's getting ready to do a trans brake. Trans brake.
Yeah, foot brake is
sounds very up to date. Trans.
Yeah, trans. You got to be aware of this stuff in today's world.
Yeah. Speaking of trans, I seen a trans at Las Vegas airport the other day.
I'm not surprised.
It looked back at me and smiled, and I put my head down because I did not want to be thought of in any way, shape, or form. Had to go to Las Vegas for a business meeting.
Got something squeaking in the dash, but when you have exhaust this loud,
there's a beautiful lake
in Mexico.
In Mexico.
It's called the Mexican Lake.
It's called the Mexican Holston Lake in Mexico.
So we don't have interlock brakes either. I had to pull the fuse because even when you turn traction control off, it still shut power down.
We're getting ready to make that church feel the spirit if they don't already. just seen your speedometer jump.
Yeah, so the speedometer doesn't, something with these.
It didn't even read.
It don't read right off the bat, okay? It don't, I don't know.
I know exactly why. It doesn't have time to. Well,
that's it, boys.
That was pretty good.
Just a family vehicle.
This is just a family vehicle, you know. We don't want to get out in it and do this with the 1-year-old in the back seat because it'd probably break her neck. But we're getting ready to wrap it up, and this was my first ride in here, so it's legit. I'm glad I was able to get this on YouTube for you guys, because I've always talked to my buddies about it, and they said they'd like to see it. So this one is for you guys. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and we will see you guys later. Peace out.